Green flag flies. Chris Jennings with a great start, and Jerry Rhodes slides down into second, able to keep Coy Dayton behind him, and they all fan out into turn 3, and then the first left-hander, turn number 4.
Coy Dayton making a little look on Rhodes there.
Yeah, Coy Dayton already taking a peek to the inside as they roll into turn number 5. They set up for turn 6, and they're 3 wide, coming out of 5, heading downhill into turn number 6. Let's see how they run coming out of 6. Jennings is your leader, Rhodes second, Dayton in third, and that looks like Rothenhofer in 4th. And the 41 of Mike Smith, who started 7th, he's all the way up to 5th, less than 1 lap in.
It looked like a clean start, too. I didn't see anyone going off or hitting the barriers yet.
Jennings out in front here at the end of lap number 1. He's already got a 1.5 second lead over second place driver Jerry Rhodes. This is stock Honda Masters on the track right now. Our stock Honda Expert class is going to be our last race of the day. So for those of you tuning in back at home ready to watch that stock Honda Expert race, it's the last race of the day. I'm trying to find a schedule in front of me to let you know what time that's scheduled to be, but that will be our last race run of the day. I think closer to probably 2:30, 2:45 local time here in Texas is what time we're going to try to roll that stock Honda Expert race. We have one car being pulled to the exit there on turn 6.
Stock Honda, I believe, was like 3:04.
Is it?
Yeah.
So stock Honda Expert looks like it's going to roll at 3:04 is the tentative plan right now. We see a battle for second place starting to shape up right now. It's Coy Dayton running in 3rd place. He's trying to get around the second place driver, Jerry Rhodes. Mike Rhodes, Jerry's father, was in here talking to us yesterday about that stock Honda, I'm sorry, not the stock Honda, the 4-cycle sprint championship that they're doing here in Texas. $50 to race for the year at that Texas Sprint Series that Mike Rhodes was talking to us about yesterday already. That's a pretty cool deal. His son, Jerry, is driving right now on that number 25. Oh, he slides a little wide on the exit of 5 right there. That's going to allow Coy to eat up into that lead a bit. Chris Jennings coming out of 6, heading for the left-hander, turn 7. His lead on after the first lap was 1.5 seconds. They're going to come down to complete lap number 2 this time. Rhodes continues to slide the back end of that cart. Coy Dayton, though, not really seeming to gain too much. There you go. You can hear the leader, Chris Jennings, roll by us. The gap from 1st to 2nd, let's see what it is.
About 3 seconds.
Thanks, Artie. I was trying to get my race monitor to update there. There you see a shot of Kyle Counts. Oh, actually, that's not Counts coming across the line.
That was Kyle.
No, I don't think it was. That's a red suit. It looks just like Kyle. But that big front bumper, I'm trying to find out who that is. That may have been Mark Nagy on the DR. Yeah, that was Mark Nagy in the 67. Kyle Counts runs in 9th. Good runs at the top 10 for him right now. And then Brad Johnson rounds out in the top 10.
Yeah, I was talking to Kyle a little earlier. He was having everyone sign his suit. Whoa!
Oh, second place, Rhodes spins. Jerry Rhodes while running second spins, and he's killed the cart. He wasn't able to grab the clutch. He's got to get out and try to refire the cart. Guys, he just left the cart. Is that going to be a possible DQ?
Oh, I don't know the ruling on that. It might be.
Josh Lane got in trouble for that same thing last year, so we're going to wait to hear from our officials what the plan is. Yellow flags are flying at the starter stand, so there seems to be an incident down in turn number 1 or turn 2 possibly on that entry into the kink. Artie, that turn 2 section right there, you see at the back end of the screen, that is such a tight and technically challenging corner.
Yeah.
But what did you say? It looked like a lot of fun, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I like that turn the most just from looking at it. It looked interesting because it's kind of a reducing radius turn into a kink, and it's over a crest of the road, and it
falls away from you.
Yeah, it falls away from you. It looked interesting.
As a driver,
technical.
Very challenging, I imagine.
Yeah, I like the more challenging technical tracks.
See, I don't. The easier, the better for me. I use that philosophy in life. The easier something is, the better. We are going to see a good battle for 3rd place right now. The 67. Oh, wow. Man, that was Mike Smith sliding wide on the exit of turn 7 right there. The 67 of Rothenhofer, it looks like he's being scored as the 13, but he runs in 3rd right now. Let's see how they run this time by. Jennings is your leader. Coy Dayton runs in 2nd. Yellow flags being displayed. You see the turn 1 corner worker pointing to the inside of the corner. So obviously a cart off over there. Rothenhofer runs 3rd, Stephen Flatt in 4th, Mark Nagy up to 5th, Mike Smith was in 4th. He slipped to 6th, Alexis Costa 7th, Victor Jimenez 8th, Matt Stevens 9th, and Michael May all the way up to 10th. Hardy, Michael May was at Green Hall with us Thursday night.
Yes, he was.
And he's doing really well right now.
Green Hall, that was a cool place.
It was. One of the cool parts about coming down here to Lockhart, all the local history, and man, Greenhall was a good time. Yeah, Stephen Flatt trying to make a pass down in the hairpin right there, getting around the number 17 cart.
I think that's lap traffic.
Yeah, it is. So that's going to keep Stephen Flatt in the 4th position. Yellow flags continue to be displayed in turn 1, so it looks like an incident down track in turn 2 before the King. There we see the 13 of Byron Rothenhofer ahead of his teammate, Stephen Flatt. And then we have another DR kart, Mark Nagy. So Don Gilbo, oh, that's the 92 of Flatt. Flatt spins on the exit of turn 4. He gets it going again. So he's going to fall to 6th, it looks like. Good recovery for Flatt.
He
but
kept
yeah,
it running.
To see that. Yeah, what was the difference there was he kept his hand on the clutch, pulled it in, and was able to keep the kart from dying. Very important to do when you're driving a shifter kart.
Coy Dayton's got a pretty comfortable 2nd place.
Well, yeah, over Byron Rothenhofer, but as I was saying, but right as Stephen Flatt spun, you got 3 DR karts. You got Jennings on a DR kart, he's your leader. Then 3rd place, 4th place, and 5th place are all DR karts. Jennings, Rothenhofer, Flatt, and Nagy. You're gonna see Stephen Flatt drop down here in a moment after falling due to that spin. But DR kart having a really good turn. There you see Jennings, your leader, wiping his visor clean. He's on a DR kart, and man, look at that lead. You can't even see 2nd place yet. 8.5 seconds, the lead from 1st place. Back to 2nd, Coy Dayton, no slouch though. He's ran very well at all of the LSGP promoted races. Okay. Yellow flags fly now at the starter stand. We've got another kart go off in turn 1. We can't see anything right there in turn 2, so it seems to be just a lot of contact in turn number 1. Yeah, Stephen Flatt already falls to 6th place. He was running in 4th, but due to that spin in turn number 4, he's back to 6th. He could certainly still make a trip to the podium. We take the top 5. He's right behind Mike Smith on the Intrepid, so Flatt still has 10 laps to go. This race certainly isn't over for anybody.
No. There's still time, and it's a rain race. You never know what'll happen. So. Yeah, Jennings with a really, really comfortable lead right now.
Yeah, last time by it was 8.5 seconds, and I imagine it's going to grow continually. He's really tight out of turn 7 right there. He hugs the exit of that corner very close. Let's see what it is this time by. Jennings goes by a 51.750. There goes Michael May in the 44 CRG. He's a lap down. And Kart's continuing to slide into the barrier in turn 1. Yeah. They got to quit spraying WD-40 over there.
Ah, good one.
It's better than the oil slick. Or maybe someone put a banana peel.
Yeah, banana peel.
We were talking about banana peels on the track at dinner last night. Where? Henry's.
Our favorite place.
Everyone's favorite place, endorsed by the Lone Star Grand Prix. I can't say that. We don't endorse that restaurant whatsoever, and they do not endorse us. But they give us great food, and their waitresses are very nice ladies.
They always drop their name tags.
They're always dropping their name tags. I wish they would get better name tags over there at Henry's. I'm tired of picking those things up. Jennings with a 8.8 second lead. It's going to be 9 seconds this time by. He's hugging that exit of 7, John. He's so tight right there.
He's just preparing himself for the next corner, so it's probably a smart move.
Setting up for the left-hander, turn number 9.
Yep.
Maybe he found some grip.
Possibly.
You know what? That could transfer over to that 125 mod class, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't he in that? I believe he is.
Yeah, he's pulling double duty this weekend. So the lead now from Jennings is 9 seconds flat from your leader, Chris Jennings there. He's in a zip code all of his own. As your leader, Coy Dayton runs 2nd, Brian Rothenhofer 3rd, Mike Smith 4th, Mark Nagy has fallen to 5th on the DR card. Stephen Flatt is 9 seconds behind Mark Nagy. So getting into the top 5 is still possible for Stephen Flatt, but it's going to be a lot of hard work. That spin in turn 5 did not help him at all.
Yeah, and we see Jennings here. He's catching up to some lap traffic. Hopefully that doesn't slow him up too much.
No windshield wipers in karting yet. We've worked on the technology.
No.
We've tried to invest in it, but it just hasn't happened yet, so you still got to use your hand to wipe the visor.
It's just your hand.
The windshield wiper is your hand.
Yeah.
It's the poor man's windshield wiper.
There are pinwheel-looking things that some drivers try to use.
Those are old school. I had one of those.
Oh, that you suction cup to the visor?
It's like a strap. It's like a strap that goes around your whole helmet, and it goes so fast that it's supposed to spray water off of it. But I'm not.
Really?
Sure. I'm not. You're looking through.
I've
Now
never
you're
heard of that.
They had some in Orlando last weekend, actually.
Oh, they had those on in Orlando last week?
Yeah, it's been really fast.
Those are in the Smithsonian at go-karting.
Right next to our race director, Rick Foltz. I kid. Oh, and our tech director, George Shear. They all have a booth inside the Smithsonian as some of the oldest members of the karting community. Anyway, back to our leader, Chris Jennings.
He's got 3 lap traffic guys coming up here. Let's hope he can navigate this.
Yeah.
Or at least they don't spin out in front of him.
Yeah, like what happened in that Yamaha race while Austin Osborne was leading. Oh,
No,
it was
it's
Tags
Logan Bearden, yeah.
Logan.
Oh, yeah, it was while Bearden was leading in tags here. Yeah, and Jennings is right in the middle of it right now with this lap traffic. Let's see who he's trying to get around here. The 58T of Brad Johnson is the first kart in line that Jennings is trying to find his way around. And this is going to be difficult. And then ahead of Brad Johnson in the 58, it's Matt Stevenson. And these two are still racing. I don't think they know the leaders right behind them. Now Jennings is going to go down into 6, trying to get around this lap traffic. He's there to the inside. He's going to clear Johnson. He clears Johnson. Stevenson sideways on the exit of 6. Jennings pulls down to the inside. Stevenson's got to let him go right here. And he doesn't put up much of a fight, so Jennings clears 2 of the lap traffic. That's going to hurt his lead, though. I think it's going to drop. Last time by, it was 7 seconds. 2 laps ago, it was 9 seconds. Last lap, it was 7. Let's see what it is this time by. There's Coy Dayton.
Yeah, Coy Dayton.
5 seconds.
Ooh.
So 2 seconds a lap is what the deficit has dropped while Jennings deals with this lap traffic. And he's got one more kart in front of him. That's Donnie Cluck. Man of the people, Donnie Cluck going a lap down. Is he going to hold up Chris Jennings?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Cluck's not giving Jennings any room here.
He might be losing one of those people.
Is Matt Ackley giving these guys a layover flag?
I think he is. It's tough to show him the blue flag. Donnie Cluck right now runs in the 9th position, so Jennings lapping karts inside the top 10. But Cluck not making it easy on Jennings right now.
He is not taking a chance at all, is he, with these guys?
Let's see. Jennings to the inside in 7. Can't get it done again. He's not close enough to make an attempt in the hairpin. And it's a very tight section here around the courthouse. I don't see him getting around Cluck. This is really going to hurt his lead.
Oh,
he just bumps Cluck.
There he goes.
There we go. The blue flag waves. Jennings finally clears Donnie Cluck, but there's Coy Dayton.
Cluck missed
Gap
a gear
now
there.
3 seconds.
3
back to
seconds
Dayton.
flat. Wow. The wheel continues to turn and the drama thickens here in Stock Honda Heavy. This is like an episode of Kart Life. Oh, there we see one driver on the outside of the barriers. That's the 7 of Edward Gillette. He spun in what looked to be the kink, turn number 2 right there. So now Jennings has cleared himself of most of this lap traffic. Yeah, nobody ahead of him for about a mile.
Coy's going to have to get around him now, too.
But it looks like
He's
Coy.
trying.
So Coy's going to try and clear the 14 of Stevenson down into 6. Let's see how he does. He gets Stevenson. Does he have an easier time with Cluck?
He's right there, man.
I'll tell you what, while we continue to watch this battle, I want to send out a shout out to a guy who was here with us last year. He was actually sitting in your chair, Johnny. My good friend, Mr. Ken Walker. He called the race with us last year. He wasn't able to make it this year. He's on vacation. Problems for Cluck on the exit of turn 9. He gets going again. Lap traffic, not good for him. But I do want to give a shout out to my good friend Ken Walker. He's not able to be here with us this weekend. Him and his wife Jill are on vacation right now, and we're happy they get to take a vacation. Ken spends so much time on the road calling international kart races. He wasn't able to make it. Artie, he does send his best wishes to you. He knows that you're kind of stepping in and filling in his chair this year. But Ken Walker wants to send his best to everyone here in Lockhart this weekend. He misses you guys. He wishes he was here. To the KRN staff and to the LSGP staff, Ken Walker says hello, and he wishes he could be here. So Artie, just so you know, you're filling in for Ken Walker, international kart racing announcer. How do you feel about that?
Those are big shoes to fill.
They sure are big shoes to fill.
And I only wear a 9.5.
And they're British.
British shoes.
Yeah. Have you ever worn British shoes?
That's a different size over there.
It is. The conversion is totally different. A 9.5 here might be, gosh, an 8.5 in England.
Who knows?
It's the British are notorious for having smaller feet than Americans. But Ken Walker, guys, in all seriousness, a great guy. We wish he was here with us this weekend. He plans to come back in 2016, but he sends his best, and him and his wife Jill not able to be here, but they do say hello to everybody. Chris Jennings, he continues to just dominate this stock Honda Masters field.
This will be the white flag this time by Jennings.
It sure will. White flag with the 2 laps being shown to our lap traffic here.
Look at how much Coy closed on him, though.
He did well through lap traffic where Chris had kind of struggled. But
3.2 seconds, the lead from Jennings back to Dayton. They're going to come out of the hairpin through the left-hander turn number 9. Let's see what it is here. White flag flies 1 lap to go. Hey, there's John Schaffner. He's walking towards turn 1. That's John Schaffner, ladies and gentlemen. He's here.
He's filming. He'll have a recap video due out.
He got out of bed.
He did. He made it, despite the weather.
2.4 seconds, Coy Dayton.
Wow.
The lead from Jennings back to Coy Dayton.
He's not going to have the time, though.
Yeah, he's cutting the lead every lap, but here with 1 lap to go, it's just not enough, unfortunately. How about Stephen Flatt? Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get up into the top 5 after that spin before halfway. He still runs 6th. But guys, Chris Jennings, he's only got 3 corners left to go now as he works out of turn 6. He comes back onto Commerce Street. There you see the 9 of Alexis Costa. Not going to be able to get a lap down, Costa is. But Jennings, through the left-hander, turn number 7, sets up for the right-hander, turn number 8. He's been perfect in Stock Honda Masters all weekend. Pole, pre-final win, and now he comes out of the final corner to score the main event win. Chris Jennings, ladies and gentlemen, he stays freaky fast.